This is such a mismeasurement from Trump that I can't even understand it, except that I think I know what happened here. And I'm not the only one theorizing this, but here's how I think this went down. I think this is all about the TikTok deal. That's what I think. And when you understand how Trump negotiates with leverage, it makes sense. But I think this was about the TikTok deal. And I think Trump talked to the Chinese, and, Trump obviously working on behalf of Israel, wanted the transfer of TikTok from the Chinese to the Israelis so that they could control the speech there. The Chinese control the speech there too. So this isn't some endorsement of China running social media. Let's be clear. China controls speech on social media too. But China controls it in a different way than Israel would. And Israel was getting crushed on TikTok. Just crushed. So Trump, who works on behalf of Israel, cut a deal with China and said, all right, look, I'll allow you to continue to send your college students to America. I'll let you continue to send your college students to America, which will include spies, no doubt. So I'll let you continue to send 600,000 Chinese to American universities every year. I'll let that continue, but you're going to make the TikTok deal so that Israel can control speech on there. You're going to make the TikTok deal so that Israel can censor speech on TikTok to make sure that people can't see what they're up to in the Gaza Strip. And that's the deal. That's the deal that got cut. So Trump has to fulfill his side of the deal. Trump has to fulfill his part of the bargain, which is China gets to continue to send hundreds of thousands of students to America, and Israel gets to take control of TikTok. And you know who loses in that negotiation? America. America loses, Israel wins. And I'm not trying to get back into this right now because I've got more coming up. We already addressed it. But this is the issue, folks. This is why it's such a big issue. Everybody sees it. Trump has sacrificed America first, and Trump has leveraged America first politics to negotiate on behalf of Israel's interests. And I believe that's what this deal was. I believe Trump cut the deal to let the Chinese continue to send hundreds of thousands of students to the U.S., bail out the college system to do it, so that he could negotiate a deal with China to sell off TikTok so that Israel could control the content on there. And I don't think that's too far-fetched of a conspiracy theory at all, quite frankly. And by the way, just to do a little added coverage here, Laura Loomer says, we love Trump. Yes, we know. But we can all agree we need less Chinese and less Muslims in America. Now, can you imagine if somebody said that about Jews? Just saying. Yeah. You'd probably be in prison the rest of your life, and the DOJ would be knocking at your door. But you're allowed to say that about anybody else. She then goes on. Most of the Chinese students are spies. Okay. Tell me you never went to college. I don't know. Did Laura ever go to college? Tell me you never went to college. Tell me that you don't know any foreign students. You've never met a foreign student. You've never met a foreign exchange student. You've never met a Chinese person. Because that's what you just told me. Most of the students are spies. Do you realize how ridiculous you sound? You're totally ignorant, and you don't even care. You don't even care how ignorant you are. You just say this crap. I'm somebody that actually has been to a university. I'm somebody that actually has met foreign exchange students. I'm somebody that actually has met foreign students, specifically Chinese students. And I will tell you, no, most of them are not spies. Are there spies? Absolutely. 100% there are spies. Hundreds, maybe thousands. 300,000 Chinese spies are not coming to America going to college every year. That is ridiculous. And if you ever met a Chinese foreign student, or you ever met a Chinese foreign national who came here to study, you would know that. But clearly you haven't. And so you say stupid, ignorant stuff like this. It's ridiculous. So let's get back into the second part of that clip about the French and the Chinese.
I think it's good to have outside countries. Look, I want to be able to get along with the world.
They're not the French. They're the Chinese. They spy on us. They steal our intellectual property.
Well, do you think the French are better?
Yeah.
I mean, really? I don't know. I'll tell you, I'm not so sure. We've had a lot of problems with the French, where we get taxed very unfairly on our technology. With
So the French are no better than the Chinese.
They put 25% taxes on American products. Historically, black colleges and
there might be something else about that French deal. I don't know. I think that that attack on the French is coming from something else. I don't know what. I don't know what it is, but that to pretend like the French and the Chinese are the same geopolitically for U.S. foreign relations. I mean, come on. I mean, it's just this stuff is ridiculous, folks. This stuff is ridiculous. But hey, he said it. He said it. The conversation on China went on. Here's what Trump said next.
A new detailed report on CNN, of all places, documents China's expansion of 60% of its missile facilities. It's staggering, bigger than anyone had ever thought, more robust growth. And over the weekend, the new Japanese prime minister, who I know you like a lot, Kaiichi, called the Taiwan situation extremely severe in its phase, and that they may consider any move on Taiwan by China to be a national survival crisis for Japan. Now, that gets better, a Chinese diplomat today said in a social media post that she, the Prime Minister of Japan, should be beheaded for her comments. These are not our friends, sir, are they, in China?
Well, a lot of our allies aren't our friends either, Laura. Our allies took advantage of us on trade more than China did.
Now, this is actually the best part of the interview, and he's 100% right. I want to play this again. This is the best part of the interview right here. And this is why we're America first, and this is why it's becoming America only. Because of this exact thing right here. And this is not all President Trump's fault. No, in fact, it's probably 0% President Trump's fault. This is the fault of all the past politicians, the past Congresses, the past White House administrations. This is their fault. They're the ones that sold us out to foreign interests. They're the ones that sold our economy out. They're the ones that did the bad trade deals, not President Trump. Not President Trump. So this was really probably the best part for him of the interview, was just telling it like it is right here. And I think this extends, folks. Who are our allies? Do we have any allies, really? Or do we just have leeches?